Hi there, I'm going to talk you through creating the template for your recall letters, just to make your recall letters look a little bit more snazzy. You can access from the admin menu something called Media Admin. Once in there, we'll use this for all sorts of letter templates, form templates, GPs templates, etc. But we're going to stick to letters, so just make sure this tab at the top, letters, is selected. You can actually do loads of different recall types, so whether it's an under 16, a private, an NHS one, etc. But the key is to having the private recall in place, because if you haven't made all the other letters, your recall system will default back to this one. So this is the most important, realistically. A couple of options. You've got a button here now that you can add a blank one and start from scratch, or what's probably easier is to replicate a default template and then you can modify that, and so we'll go down that route. So I'm just going to replicate an existing private recall from the system. Again, you've got to click back on this private recall button then to show you the results. And what we're looking at here with this big square on the left, it's basically a layout of your A4 piece of paper. So that's roughly where the elements that you put in are going to print out on the paper. I'll give you a quick preview of that. Once you make a change, anytime you want to see how it actually looks as a PDF, you can click this private preview button at the side here. So we'll click that. And that shows us the recall letter looking like this. So you can see it's got the elements on, it's got the patient name, address, the recall letter we're sending, a couple of pictures. On the right here, it's got some phone numbers that are floating, and the reason they're floating is because I've not put a letterhead on the background. You can obviously, if you've got letterheads already made, you can pop them in your printer and print this on top, or if you want to, you can upload that as an image and put that on the background now so that it's print ready. Obviously, if you need to create these things, you want to do that in a package like Word or PowerPoint or something like that in advance. But obviously, I've already made one of these, so I'm just going to grab my image. The background image or the letterhead here, we can pop an image in by clicking Select Image. We can then choose the file, and here's my image saved as a JPEG, full A4 print that I can then upload. And that'll wear away, but this should then pop an image in here as a little thumbnail once it's uploaded. Yep, there you go, there's my background. And then if we run the same report now, preview private, it should give us that with the letterhead in the background. And obviously I did this in advance, so it's pretty well lined up. However, if you look on the right hand side where it says call and then text, these are both way under where they need to be, so I'll just quickly show you how to move those up. I would say they're about 15 millimeters too low, both of them. So what I'm going to do is click back to my page, and these are the blocks here. So where it says store phone, if I click that, and on the vertical it says 72, so I'm going to take 15 off that, so I'm going to end up with 57. Save the changes, and you'll notice it pops up a bit. Store mobile, take 15 off that. That's going to end up at 80 on the vertical. Save the changes there, and then again run the private recall. Now actually they're too high, so I'm labouring the point here, but I'm going to knock them down a couple of millimeters, and you can literally just do this to get them exactly where you need them to be. Let's close these extra tabs actually. You can see now they're roughly where we want to be. Probably the core one wants to be down, but as I say, no point in labouring the point. If you want to actually edit some of this text, as your last eye test with us with on 2nd of October, etc., literally just click in that box, and we can put, literally the word hello if we want, full stop. Say, oh, let's have an exclamation mark, make it happy. Save changes there, and then straight away that's going to pop into our recall letter just there. Yep. Just nip back to this one. You can also, if you want to, you can add a second page. Obviously you're printing here an A4 piece of paper that's going to go in the post. The back of the letter is, if it's blank, it's kind of wasted space. So if you want to, here down the bottom, reverse image, you can select an image and pop that on the back. Again, you want to make that file in something like Word or PowerPoint. Save it as an A4 page, as a JPEG, and then you can upload it. Upload this image here. And that'll roll in there as a thumbnail again. try that one. My internet's a bit jittery today, so it's a bit sluggish. Click that now. We've got the first page there, as we expected, and then if we scroll down, there's now a back page, and use that for promotions, etc. That's not essential though, you don't need to have a back page. If you want to put images actually onto the letter, we've got sunglasses and glasses here. Say for example you want to put a hearing aid promotion, we can replace this image here. There we go. Save changes there, and that'll alter that. I think I've made the mistake that lots of people make. Choose the file. There we go. I clicked save last time, which is why it didn't make it, but there's actually an upload image button here you need to press first, so click that first and then click save, and then you've got your hearing aid one. Once again, click the preview, and that should now be in your main letter. Yep. There's some predefined terms that will grab the patient information for a mail merge. For example, here, obviously, we're not literally going to type Mr. Smith into this recall template, but we want it to pull the right details. So you'll notice here we've got title, first name, last name, surrounded by these special brackets. So if you want that information to pop in, you need the right code, for example. Okay. If you want to create something new, so for example, let's have a look over on this side here. Store phone, for example, has a special term. If I click this button, it's going to pop this at the top, store phone. You see again, it's in the special brackets. That, when we go to preview, is going to pop in your store phone number from your control panel. So I've obviously put it right at the top there. If I highlight that, you might be able to see it just about. You know what, let's move it. Let's put it down. 55. Yeah, there we go. If I run that again now, there you go. You see that number there, and there are lots of special codes. There's obviously ones for patient name, address, the store phone number, the store mobile, date of last site test, etc. The last site test one is in there, look, last test. Most of these are going to be in the template already, but if you've got any queries or have a special use for one, then just send us a message and we can pop that in. If you want some entirely different information that's just text, for example, you want to create a new block, what you'll notice with this is actually we've got call, text and visit, but we haven't put our address in there. So if you want to put an address, I'm just going to check where this one is, horizontal 165, so I can put some new text in, and I'm going to set it at 165 in line with the other one, and maybe 100, something like that. It puts it here, yep, and then I can put one, put the address of the practice, obviously this is, and then I click preview again there. And that's now it's in place. Have a go with these templates, play around. If you've got any issues though, just use the WhatsApp group, send us a message and we can help you out, we can jump on and give you some advice. Thank you.